SC Rahman sir, you can start. We are online.
I can proceed, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. A very warm welcome to the 207th Toastmasters meeting of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. This is in collaboration with RRD Chennai Toastmasters Club. As a SAA for this meeting, it is my duty to set some ground rules. If you are speaking, it is recommended that your audio and video is turned on. And for the other guests, it is requested that you keep your audio on mute while the speakers are speaking. And topic related to sex, religion, and politics are to be avoided. Having said this, I now invite the presiding officer, President Toastmaster Ramya from RRD Chennai Toastmasters Club. Over to you, Toastmaster Ramya.
So very good evening, Toastmasters and guests and my dear friends. So being Christmas Eve, let me take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and an advanced, happiest, amazing, and a prosperous New Year ahead. I vividly remember when we met last time, when we did joint meeting last time, it was around Diwali. And today it's Christmas Eve. But for Toastmasters, I believe this meeting, this joint meeting is festival than Diwali and Xmas. So when we join hands together, we get a great opportunity to learn so many things because teamwork is always powerful. Every meeting, we generally start with a story. And even today, I have a story for you. So there in the jungle, there were two animals, close friends, an elephant and a monkey. They were close friends, like they do all work together. It could be an adventurous one or it could be an unfoolish thing, anything. They do together only. But one day they had a hard argument, like who is the best? The monkey said, being flexible and I can climb, so I am the strong and best. But the elephant again said, no, I am the largest animal, like I am the strongest animal, so I am the best. So they didn't come to, they were not able to come to a conclusion. So they went to a wise owl for a judgment. This owl is wise, right? So what it did, it said, I cannot give you an answer without you doing a task for me. So what is the task? You need to take a fruit, like you should bring a fruit which is there, an unique fruit which is there across the river. That is the task. So both agreed and they started with the task. Okay. So what they did, till river bank, they went very fast, both the animals. But at the river bank, what happened? The river was so deep, monkey couldn't able to cross the river. But this elephant just crossed the river and went till the tree. This unique fruit is on the top of the tree. Again, it couldn't able to do it. That elephant was not able to pick the fruit. It didn't have choice. Again, it came back, requested monkey to accompany him, and they both crossed the river, went the other side of the river, took the fruit, and came back and gave it to the owl. So that task was done, right? And now the owl asked, so who took the fruit? The monkey said, yeah, it was I who took the fruit. So I am the winner and I am the best, right? The elephant argued again. Without me, you could not have done it, right? So I am the best. Again, they started arguing. But the owl, what it did know, it stopped the argument and said, look, my friends, it's not about you or he who is the best. See, doing the right thing is the best. It's not about who did it. If you're doing the right thing, that is good, right? So, when we are together, no, we can do the things right and we can do the things fast. That's what the teamwork is all about. And today, again, this meeting is going to be a very powerful session because we can learn each other a lot. So once again, we are so much excited to club with our buddy club, Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. So happy evening to all, and let us get into the session. So team mode, whether he has come or not, I'm just checking him. Vinod, are you there?
Yes, he's there.
Yes, there. Okay.
Madam, yeah, I'm available.
Okay, then. Okay, because I need to intro him. You need to hear that, right? That's why. Okay, just joking. Okay. See, this person always thinks out of the box. So when I asked him for asking for a theme, hello Vinod, what's the theme? He said, 2 idli, 1 vada. Hey man, I'm not asking what tiffin you are having. I'm asking the theme, man. Theme. He again said 2 idli and 1 vada. Oops, this man I know. He always thinks differently and has some creative ideas in the table. So I said, okay, 2 idli, 1 vada. Damn sure, it's going to be good. And I bet today he can serve you a best idli. I'm not sure. I want to ask him what is it about, but I don't want to ask because I will lose that interest, no? So I'm not sure whether it's going to be Rava idli or Kanjipuram idli, or it could be Kushbu idli also. Who knows? So, but one thing I can assure you is like he can serve the best idlis and vada for us today because he's a very great speaker, very prominent speaker, and a passionate Toastmaster. I just admire the love he has for the Toastmasters. That much passion he has for Toastmasters. So let us hear and eat from our team mode Vinod. Over to team mode Vinod.
Good evening, all, and a very special good evening to fellow Toastmasters from Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. I would like to put a small disclaimer before I start. I'm going to talk about pre-COVID times. So if it triggers PTSD for someone, I'm just letting you know it's going to happen. Number 2, this is not my family friendly. So I would urge if any of my family members, just because I put it in WhatsApp status, if any of them are seeing this, please disconnect. I'm a good boy. All right, let's jump right into the theme, which is 2 idlis on 1 vada. Toastmasters. On September 21st, 2021, I was in Perth, Australia. I was working. So it was 6 p.m. and I finished my work. I went to pick up my friend. So at that time, I realized we have nothing for food, for dinner. So I asked him very quietly, dude, what's for dinner? He's like, it's not my turn. It's Jaren's turn. Probably he has cooked something nice for us. We started discussing about the different things we have had over the past 2 years here in Australia, because we get to see a lot of Chinese cuisine, Middle Eastern cuisine, Brazilian cuisine, and American in general, and Australian, almost everything, and more British, for example. But we just talked anything from sausages to almost everything that we could see. But Toastmasters, when we reached home, we were in for a shock. Jaren said, Vinod and Amin, just stay in the living room. I don't want you guys here. We have a surprise for you. And Jaren really had a surprise for us. He called our friends group and our girlfriends over for dinner as well. We were thinking, oh man, he has really cooked some nice, delicious mutton biryani today. I was just waiting. And to a surprise, it was idlis and vadas. Oh my God, I could not catch my breath. I was like, dude, I was just craving this for the past 2 years. Trust me, I've tried almost everything for the past 2 years to crave this particular hunger that I had. But those idlis and vadas in front of my eyes, those made my day. To the point that I still remember this after 1 year and 2 months. People, that's the emotion I had towards idlis and vada. We celebrated that evening with idlis and vadas and some Australian beers and wines. But Toastmasters, as we explore more about idlis and vadas, we'll jump right into the session. I'd like to invite one of the prolific leaders that I really admire, Toastmasters Swarnalatha, who is the general evaluator for the day.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear esteemed guests, and also the members of the other Toastmasters Club, RRB. And with the story that I heard about idlis and vadas, I really forgot that I am the GE for today. So like in any restaurant where you have different servers serving you what you need, but you always see someone who's usually decked up to the core and who is always with a calculator or with an anxiety look everywhere. Have you ever noticed him? They are managers who manage every affair that happens in the restaurant. So in every Toastmasters meeting, there is one such manager who is called as general evaluator. My role today would be to look that is all my role players serving you the perfect menu that you have been asked for? If so, what was served better? If so, what could have been served even better? So to help me with this, I have other few people which is who are called as tag team. So now I would like to call upon timer Toastmaster Manikandan to explain his role as a timer for today. Toastmaster Manikandan, the dice is all yours.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Manikandan, and I'm going to play the timer role. So, 2 minutes will be given to each speaker, and after 1 minute, I will be ringing a bell. Can you hear the sound? Yeah, very good. So, after every seconds, I'm going to do the same. So, I'll be giving my report end of the speech, and all the best to the speaker. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, timer. Now, what I would like to call upon the R counter for today, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you for pronouncing my name so good. Because, hello everyone, my name is Arabia, and greeting to all fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, the purpose of our counter is to note the words and the sounds which are used as a crutch or the past fillers. By anyone who speaks during the meeting, I will be listening to the overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen to the filler words, including and I will also note the speaker who repeats the words again, like such as or this means, or that means, or like that. So at the end of the meeting, I will be giving the report, number of times that each speaker taken the words and speakers used to express. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aditya. And now I would like to call upon, today it is an impromptu session. We also got an impromptu grammarian, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, to explain his role as grammarian.
Good evening, everyone. Friends, fellow Toastmasters. I'm Vijay Kumar. I'm the grammarian for today. Now, I'll be making note of any speech crutches, any sentence errors. I'll also be making note of any very nice sentences, phrases, or idioms. Now, the word of the day today is celebrate. As you know, today is Christmas Eve. Tomorrow, we'll all be celebrating Christmas. Okay. And Christmas, as you know, even though it's supposed to be a Christian festival, it has its roots actually in northernmost Europe in very ancient times before the white people became Christians. It is a time when their God will come down to the earth and give presents to people at the dead of night. So, what presents do we give to each other as Toastmasters? We show each other the finesse we have in speaking, the finesse in delivering a message accurately and properly and persuasively. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar. Since today is our table topic marathon, we added one more person who would be helping me evaluating the meeting as about the table topics. So it is a table topics evaluator. So I don't need much of introduction to her. She is one of the DTMs of our club who is a shining star and is always ready to take any role given to her, any challenge thrown to her. So without further ado, let me call upon DTM Gayatri to explain her role as a table topic evaluator for today.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, General Evaluator. Ladies and gents, guests, Toastmasters, a very warm welcome today for the special session on table topics. It's a celebration. Grammarian, please note, I get brownie points because I started off that word. So we are celebrating the gift of the gap. We are celebrating the thinking on their feet. People are going to start thinking on their feet, and we're going to have a long marathon session of table topics. I'm definitely looking forward. But for those who do not know what the role of table topic evaluator is, well, my role is to listen to each of these impromptu speeches given by the participants of this particular session and then provide feedback. I'm going to be taking notes during these speeches are going on so that I can give objective feedback, taking into consideration that these are impromptu, they are almost extempore, and people have not rehearsed their speeches. So I look forward towards the last segment of the day today, when the general evaluator calls upon me to give my reports. Back to you, G.
Thank you very much, DTM Gayatri. Now, I hand over the dice back to Toastmaster Vinod to hear his story of idlis and vadas. So the stage is all yours, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmasters, for Lalata, introducing GE role as well as your team. Idli and vada, as I call the dynamic duo, was not one of our state food for a very, very long time. Only after 2000s, it became pronounced in each and every household as one of the most important food. It was until before 2000s, when we had lots and lots of rice to feed our population. Rice started entering as one of the staple food of our lunch and dinners. And slowly, its cousin, the idli, started creeping into our breakfast table. Right. Idli and vada is not served as some simple straight food that we can eat. It's provided along with a combination of rainbow chutneys and a beautiful sambar that smells like so much aromas around it, right? I've seen people who enjoy each and every taste differently when they dip the idlis into their chutneys. And more importantly, I've seen people who mix all of the chutneys and sambars and idlis together. And I don't know, they eat like they're going to die tomorrow. That's the amount of love and emotion we have towards an idli and sambar people, as well as the vadas. Now, we just need to dig deep in. We're talking about idlis and vadas, and my mom is preparing because of the ritual that's going around me. There's still idlis and vadas that's being cooked now. But most importantly, people, we have to see where did it all start. Some people claim this came around the 800 to 1200 in the current present Indonesia, when it was ruled by Indo kings, and it traveled along the sea route, and that's how the preparation of idlis came as a cultural exchange. Some people say it came from the Arabian Peninsula around the same time as rice balls, wherein some genius in between has made the fermentation process, which made into our current day idlis and vadas. That some genius who was in South India who has made the entire process beautiful for us. As we dwell more into idlis and vadas, people, I want to bring attention to the most important part of the session today, which is the table topics marathon. Wait, I've just given you enough stamina and food for you to run this marathon, people. Please have a wonderful session so that we're all provided a wonderful session for our audience here. I'd like to invite a great Toastmaster Nitya, who is our table topics master for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinod, for that introduction. So before we dive in, I would like to talk about a couple of things. So for those of you who aren't very familiar with the idea of table topics, it is believed that they might have had their origins early in the last century or before, where people used to sit like a round table conference and talk about various topics. So this is all about giving speeches for 2 to 2.5 minutes max, where you talk on whatever topic is given to you. Now, that aside, when I heard the theme from Swarnalata ma'am that the theme was 2 idlis and 1 vada, I was bewildered. It sounded so interesting, yet I didn't know what it was. It was such a quirky theme, and I asked her. So I decided to come up with my own interpretation of this and go ahead with table topics. That's precisely what I have done. So let us all dive into the food delight that's waiting us. We're going to have multiple topics just on food. Are you all ready?
Toastmaster Nitya, sorry to interrupt you. Can everyone please switch on your cameras because I want to capture the audience before you complete your session and leave. I don't want that to happen. Can I have all the guests, at least just for 5 minutes, just few minutes, please switch on your videos, give us an opportunity to click a pic, and then we'll just dive into the session. Yeah, I'll wait for 2 more minutes, 1 more minute. Because you can also take, I'll also take, okay? Okay. There are a few more guests. Kindly, just for 1 minute, just 1 minute. Whoever can possibly switch on, please. Okay.
No, I'll go first then. If no one takes, I'll lead the charge.
Yeah. No. We are just taking the pics. 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Toastmaster Nitya, please take it ahead.
Okay.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Okay. So I hope all of you are ready. Who will be the first to go? Vijay Kumar sir? I mean, since you had already raised your hand. You ready, sir?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm
Yes.
ready.
Just a minute. I'm sharing my screen. So this rule is for everybody. It's like you just choose a number between 2 and 25 and we can go ahead with that. What number would you choose, sir?
25.
Okay. So this is your topic. Rasam rice with potato, like potato vegetable, or with some savory. I mean, if you are from Tamil Nadu, like you have your origins from Tamil Nadu, you would know what an applam is. So would you like to have rasam rice with applam or potato chips sort of a thing, or with potato fry? Tell us your pick and tell us why. This is like a proper food war. You can take it as a foreign against debate as well, or you could just speak for one side. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll definitely prefer rasam rice, which has been properly marinated in chili, turmeric, and other spice and salt and fried. And eat it with my rasam, which is very good for health. In my country, in Malaysia, when they found out that rasam was a secret weapon against COVID, you'll be surprised. Non-Indians were learning how to make rasam and drinking it in quantities and quantities and quantities. I definitely want to eat rasam. It's good for you. It's very curative. It's very preventative of the illnesses. And definitely potato. Oh God, I love potatoes. Of course, I also like my potatoes with maybe some fried brinjal, definitely with some lady's finger. You know, varaval. I don't know how they call it in English. In Tamil, they call it varaval. The lady's finger varaval. And definitely some French beans made with some fried tofu. Okay. So that is, but I definitely want some applam. Applam is so popular in Malaysia that I believe that the Malaysia's popular brand, Lingam's appam, is actually exported into India. Go around your shops, look for Lingam's. They have Lingam's chili sauce, Lingam, and then Baba's brand curry powder, which is from Malaysia, and actually sold. I like to drink Indian tea. I found out that my country's favorite tea, Bo tea, is actually sold in India. But never mind. I definitely want my rasam with potato and other savories. Thank you.
That was a mouth-watering, mouth-watering, food-inducing speech. Thank you for that, sir. Yes, sir. So, what number would you pick? Who's going to go next? Okay, Satya, sir. Yeah, you've raised your hand, right? Yes, sir. Please tell me what number you would like to go with.
One.
Okay, 1 is basically the title slide. So that's why I said between 2 and 25.
So 2.
Okay. Okay, so if you could be idli for a day, how would you feel? Now, if you're not somebody who likes idli, you could substitute it for the food that you eat very regularly.
I'm okay with idli.
Okay, so then go ahead.
If you could be a idli for a day, how do you feel? If one word we all can define our uniqueness around is it will be feeling. So we all see the world with the eyes of our feeling. One day, I was studying in my hostel room, and one of my close friends rushed into my room and asked for me some help. I just asked him what help he needed that day. And surprisingly, he asked me to give him something to eat. It was not expected because, yeah, we are student, but we have our cash. And it's not like that that person is known for that. Unfortunately, we had a strike that day. And he come from very long, very far distance. His location of residence is very far, and this person was hungry that day. So surprisingly, I was having my not idli but something else, and which I don't like so much. But I can see that day the enjoyment my friend had during having that breakfast. And I felt that day, it is not the dish that is important, it is the way it is served and the hunger inside. So if I'll be the idli for a day, I love to give the feeling, and I love to give a feeling of satisfaction and nourishment. So that's the best thing I could guess, being a idli for a day. So thank you, Tabletop Master. That's an amazing question and delicious too. Thank you.
Thank you for the very different perspective, sir. Thank you. Yes, Partha, sir. I just saw that you raised your hand. Please choose a number.
I want to go with your choice.
No, you choose. You're
No,
going to
no,
be.
no. It's my choice.
Okay, then I guess I have a question for you. Something that will be very relevant to you. Give me a second. Yes. So Rasgulla versus Motichur Laddu versus Kaju Katli. I'm going to put you in a very tight spot. So if you have to choose one, which one would you choose and why? This is what you're going to tell us.
I remember just 1 month back, as I am right now in Uttar Pradesh near Kanpur. So I get rare chance to get that time of flavor of Rasagulla. And you, as you know, if you are from Bengal, especially in winter, there is special Rasagulla prepared in this period, that is the prepared from the red color, and it having a tremendous pleasure if you take it. 1 month back, I was in the sweet store. I was in a conversation with my daughter. Which one you want to pick? My daughter just put her finger, this. Papa, there is no Rasagulla here. I want to take this. I was so worried, and anyhow I find out, picked one. It seems like Rasagulla. Please take it and make it taste. She took it from there, take it from to his mouth. Papa, it's not just like Rasagulla, it's anything else. Please give me Rasagulla. Dear friends, I love diversity. We, in India, different place having the different things. As Bengal is famous for the Rasagulla. If you never ever visit Bengal, you should visit there for taste only the Rasagulla. It's have amazing taste. When you look it, you will get one flavor. You took and just close to your nose, you will get the different flavor, and you just put your mouth, you will get the amazing taste. Dear friends, I am inviting all of you, please visit Bengal only because of taste the Rasagulla. a wonderful Toastmaster.
Not surprised at all by your choice, sir. That was a wonderful, extempore session. Thank you, sir. So next would be
Toastmaster Media, please take some guests and also the members of other Toastmaster Club.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So 2 more people have raised their hands. So I'll go with the guests now. Okay.
Yes, please.
Any guest is willing to come forward, or do I just choose random?
Because it's going to be a marathon, we are having a topic for everyone. We will have everyone.
Okay,
so
sure.
Let's have a guest in between so that.
So, guest Srini, are you willing to take up a topic?
Yeah, sure, Toastmaster Nitya.
Yeah, sure.
I'll give it a try.
Please choose a number.
Can I choose 6?
Absolutely. Just give me a second. Yes. Yeah. So this is your question. Which state's dishes do you like apart from those of your own state? Again, why?
Yeah, okay.
You can start.
Sure. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thanks first of all for the opportunity, everyone. I would probably choose Kerala, the dishes from Kerala. One of my close friend used to reside in Kerala, and I used to visit Kerala a lot of times. So during my school days, I had trips to Kerala. I don't think any parents allow their kids to travel during school days with their friends. But I was one of the lucky ones who got the opportunity to travel with my friends to Kerala multiple times. And I visited Kerala, had Kerala cuisine dishes, really enjoyed them. And after I grew up, I still continued to visit this place. This is amazing. So if you had not tried visiting, it is in the southern part of India. So if you have not visited Kerala, please do try it once. Their dishes are all cooked with a lot of coconut, and you definitely enjoy that. So so a couple of dishes that I would recommend is so you can I don't remember the name, but there is a sweet dish which is cooked in banana leaf, where you will have jackfruits and then lentils kind of mixed, and they make a dish which is steam boiled. Is amazing. So you should definitely try that. Also, a note here is that I think we don't really celebrate food that much. I've lived in the UK for a few years, and then whatever food that they have, so they kind of publish that to the extent possible, celebrating their own dish, right? Which we don't do, right? So I think we should celebrate our own dishes that we have and promote it further to other countries. Yeah, so that would be my take on this one, Nitya. Back to you.
Very wonderful take, sir. You're very right. We need to celebrate our food more, considering the diversity that so many states get to bring to the table.
Yeah.
So absolutely makes sense. Amazing speech, sir.
Thank you.
So we'll go with one other guest. Like we'll probably come back to guests again. I'll go with the people who have raised their hands already. Alok, sir, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, choose the number.
Yeah, so I don't know which number is exhausted, like maybe from the top.
You can take a number, and if it's not there, we can go for another number.
Is your first number is exhausted?
First number is the title slide. So
okay, second. Go for second.
Second is exhausted.
Third?
Yeah, third is not.
Okay, got that.
If you were an onion for a day, what would you do? How would your life be?
I remember my bachelor days. I used to prepare food, and 2 vegetables, which was the very favorite, which I used to put ingredients, which was onion and tomatoes, was that we always put in all types of vegetable, whether it is green vegetables, potatoes, or whatever it is, we used to put onion as well as tomatoes. And that's the way, like, I love the onion, where it can go smoothly with the any kinds of vegetable dish you prepare. Onion, it can add the flavor. The one thing about the onion is, whenever you cut it, it gives you tears initially, but later on you enjoy the flavor of that. That's the beauty of onion. If given an opportunity for me to experience the onion for a day, being the onion, I feel if you look at the onion, it is having some of the phosphorus and some other chemical in it which help you to keep your body nourished and give you essential nutrients to make you healthy and keep you lively and celebrate your all the flavors, enjoy your day, enjoy your life. That's the way the onion is helping you to keep you very active. So I will feel really proud that the onion, though it might be giving tears in your eyes initially, but it help you to nourish, have some celebrate your life going forward, because it nourishes you. And it gives the message to us that anyone who might looks bitter in their advice, in opinion, it doesn't mean that they are bitter. There might be some hidden message. It might be something message behind that which can be really helpful to grow in your life. With this, I will end my topic here. Thank you very much.
An interesting take. Thank you, sir. Ramya ma'am, you would like to go next?
Yes.
Please choose a number.
Okay. Yeah, yes, Nitya.
Yeah, please.
So maybe 16?
Sure. Yeah. Which is your favorite food item and why?
My favorite, it's a biryani, especially mutton biryani made with jeera sabba rice. I believe biryani would be the favorite for many of us here, right? I would say like a biryani, it's a delicious combination of all wonderful things. Wow. When you hear the word biryani itself, I get that, I get the appetite first thing, and I get the feel of like good mood. My mood turns into a positive mood when I hear the word biryani itself. And again, the aroma, the flavor, that itself is enough to make all of us drool. A combination of rice, spices, meat, ghee, sometimes cashew, all it makes it a lip smacking dish for any time. Now, if you are saying biryani, like I can have it at any time. It could be morning, noon, afternoon, midnight, anytime I can have biryani. And one thing is like it is easiest to prepare also. For me personally, it's like instead of doing sambar, I prefer doing biryani. That's quite easy. Whatever you make, finally the product will be good only. Sambar, if you reduce that what is it, soreness or the salt or this chili, so if something goes wrong, the sambar won't turn up good. But biryani, whatever you do, finally the product will be good only. So that one thing I like it, and personally I love to eat biryani anytime. Thank you, and back to Nitya.
Thank you, Ramon. That was a very nice response. We'll go with one other guest before coming back to the people who've raised their hands. So, guest Nirmala, are you willing to take up a topic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please choose a number.
So I'll choose 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So, which is the best dish from your place that you want the world to know, that you want it to become really famous? Which dish would that be? and why. You can explain why.
It is thanks to speech. Uh,
You there? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't
Am
see.
I audible? Hello.
Yeah, you're audible now. You're audible now. Please go ahead.
Oh, sorry. There's a network issue, so that's the problem. Uh, Obviously, I'm from West Bengal, so West Bengal obviously known as a sweet, as a person mentioned that. But if I want to present my state to everyone that from this point of view, it will be obviously the rice with meat curry, and with chutney and rasgulla. This plate is obviously my favorite, and why it is that we are Bengali, so Bengali first, and we are eat, and basically it is rice in lunchtime and obviously night. That is the it. But as well as obviously other food are also like, but these rice is from the ourselves which state the represent, and without meat, and one kind like to mention that fish that if I with fish or meat dinner. Meat is actually my personal, and I don't like so much fish. But, although I'm Bengali, so I will present it the rice and meat. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. I was half expecting Mishti Doi or Niramish Aloo Dom, but it's still an interesting response. Thank you.
I don't like fish.
Okay, you don't like either. Okay. We'll go with Rajeshwari ma'am. I had seen her raise her hand sometime back. Ma'am, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Which number would you want to choose?
7.
Okay. Do you like momos? Tell us why you do or why you don't.
I was first curious when I saw momos on the street, and I tried to taste it. We were out as a family going out for outing, and these momos attracted my children also, my kids also. And when I tasted those momos, I found that it was made up of maida, okay, a refined flour. And as I'm very health conscious, I ate it for the first time. It was bland in taste, steamed, and I didn't like the taste at first when I ate it first time. But my kids enjoyed that. Now, let me tell you, there were not only steamed momos. There were steamed momos, vegetable momos, chicken momos, mutton momos, fried momos, different varieties. Cheese momos, paneer momos. Can you imagine the type of different things, actually when you find these momos in Assam? Recently, when I visited Assam, there also, as my friends were eating momos, I also accompanied them eating the momos. So this was totally different kind. And I enjoyed that too. Now, if you ask me whether you like it or don't like it, I'm a gourmet. So I like all foods. I don't have a choice of foods except for non-vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. So in vegetarian, I eat almost everything to taste it. So I can't say whether I like it or don't like it, but sure, I can eat once in a while.
Thank you, ma'am. Team Srividya would like to go next.
Hello, Nitya. Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Sure, I can.
Yeah. Please choose a number.
I'll go with 4.
Okay. Yeah. If you had to survive only by eating biryani for an entire day, what would you do? And what are the different types of biryani that you would like to explore? Like you could do anything, but it has to be biryani. That's the only thing.
Oh my God. Okay. Nowadays, biryani is most loved food by everyone, and the famous food delivery apps like Swiggy and Zomato, they are telling that it's the most ordered food, right? Um, if I want to survive with biryani, I'll go with veg veg birinji type, or in Tamil Nadu they'll put only vegetables, add all the biryani flavors. Since I'm not that kind lover or fond of non-vegetarians or meat or something like that, so I'll also, what are the types explore is quite a difficult question for me, because I haven't I'm not that kind of biryani lover, but I'll choose to be more add vegetables to that, that raita, that flavored raita, and the combination sweet comes with biryani, that like bread halwa. It was so good. After that one spicy meal, bread halwa make that completed. So as a whole, we can eat biryani with some alternatives like different raitas, different sweet combinations. It will give a different feeling and satisfaction. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Srividya. Yeah, we'll take a guest again. Guest Shweta, please choose a number.
Hi, Nitya. I'll go with 15.
Okay, just a second. Yeah. If you could eat one food item all your life, every day, every single meal of the day, which one would it be? And give your reasons why.
I think last question and this question is related. Okay, I was thinking like I
Not
should
really.
have.
That was
No, no,
about.
I'm just.
Yeah,
Like,
very similar questions. Yes, that's
No,
about
no.
one day. This is
What
going to
I
be.
mean to say is, I was wishing I should have get that question. I still can talk using this question. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, biryani is my favorite food. Okay. If someone asks me to talk about biryani, like I can talk for the entire day also. It's like, see, like I came up from a family like eating outside food is like kind of sin. Okay. If my mom, if I say to my mom, like, I had outside food, she'll say, like, in my childhood days and all, if we are eating outside, they always say, like, no, it's not a good food. Always like prefer home food. And like once I came out of college and once I started my job, I started exploring different kinds of food, and I got a chance to eat different kind of biryanis from different places. When it comes to biryani, I got a chance to taste different kinds of biryanis from different tastes. My favorite is Hyderabadi dum biryani. I can say biryani, it tastes good or not by smelling it. Okay, with that smell, I can say that like whether it tastes good or not. And after coming to Tamil Nadu, I love Jeeraga Samba mutton biryani, that is Talpakati biryani. So I learned how to cook, and now my entire family loves that biryani. My daughter, she's very fussy eater. She doesn't eat much food. She eats only, if I make biryani that day, she have like a good amount of food. So every week I love to make Talapakati biryani. And like when we keep one spoon of biryani in our mouth, right, it's like celebrating all flavors, all spices of India, if I'm not wrong. So that's how like my entire family loves biryani. I hope like whoever tasted biryani, 90% of them like biryani. That's the food. Like I don't think any other food replace it. Like that's going to be my favorite food forever. Thank you, Nitya.
Makes sense. That's a very nice speech. And I could relate to the part where our elders used to say that eating outside food isn't good. I've had my parents and my aunts say this all my life. Every time I want to try something new. Thank you, Geshweta. We'll go with the table topic queen next. Are you ready, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Uma, ma'am, please take a number.
Number 18.
Okay. So, macarons versus pastries, which one would you prefer and why? You could choose a different question in case you won't feel like you'll be able to talk a lot about this.
Okay. Any other question?
Yes.
Maybe 19.
19.
Yeah.
This is also very, a specific cuisine based.
You can give me any question of your choice.
Okay. I would like to test this question with you because we know how far you can actually go with table topics. So yeah, this is a pretty challenging question. I think the queen herself should answer it. So create the resume for your favorite dish. You can just come up with anything quirky, humorous, and whatever, ma'am. However you like it. Please tell us what your favorite dish is and go ahead with the resume.
Food. Who does not like food? And my favorite dish is bisi bele baat. That is the Karnataka famous dish. So bisi means hot, bele is nothing but the dal, tur dal, and baat is nothing but a combination of vegetables. So this is the easiest one to make also, and it is quite delicious. Though I'm a Tamilian, having been in Karnataka for almost 40 years, I have become more a Karnatakaite person. So I love bisi bele baat, and it is easy to cook also. Here's the quick recipe. So you need tamarind for this. You have to soak tamarind in hot water and then boil all the vegetables. Put this tamarind water by removing the pulp and then cook rice and dal separately. More of rice, 1 cup rice and quarter cup of dal. And once the rice and the dal is cooked, you take it, add it to the boiled vegetables, and then add required quantity of salt, add little ghee, garnish with coriander leaves and kadi pata, and your bisi bele baat is ready. So this I would compare to my recipe of happiness. What is the recipe for happiness? Just add a little of courtesy, a sweet smile, and then the joy of giving. Then you can celebrate life like bisi bele baat. Means though it will be hot to eat, but the taste of happiness also, you may have to strive for happiness, but the result at the end will be very sweet. So things may be hard in the beginning, but when you wait for it and have it, definitely the result will be sweet. So like bisi bele baat, happiness also has some amount of what do you say, different flavors added to it, but the end product is definitely delicious. So that's my take. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a wonderful speech. Guest Marudesh, would you like to go next?
Yes.
Yes, please choose a number.
From
12.
7.
7. 7, okay.
7.
I think 7 is just done. Can you please choose some other number?
12.
I'm sorry, even 12 is done.
What all the numbers are there?
You can choose 4. Just a second. I'm sorry. You can choose 5, then 8, 10, and I think the whole 11 series, 12, 13, 14 and all, I think are pretty much available.
Okay, 13.
Yeah. So so this is the question. If you could have an ice cream manufacturing facility with you, but you can only make one flavor with it, you can't do anything other than that, which is the one flavor you would choose and why?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster. Yeah, last time actually in Karnataka we had a Connect Karnataka. There all the franchisees are came there, and I also visited there. That one, and I saw some of the ice cream manufacturer company. They offered me to take a distributor dealership or retailership. I have tasted that ice cream. In that all ice cream, I liked very much is the pista flavor. Hence, it was very tasty and it was very nice. Hence, in future, if I would have want to start that dealership or franchisee or a manufacturing thing, I would like to go for pista, and it is very scale item, and it is very tasty and it is healthy, and hence even whenever I used to have a ice cream, I first prefer to take pista. Then, if it is not available, I would go for other items. Thank you. Thank you, man. Back to tabletop master.
Is Toastmaster Nitya hung? Yeah, I think we have lost Toastmaster Nitya. So we'll just wait for maybe 30 seconds, and we'll see how. If she's not coming back, we'll leave. So meanwhile, anyone wants to take up, let me become the impromptu and I'll take up anyone. Anyone has raised their hand. Guest Krishna, Toastmaster Krishna or guest Krishna, I don't know. Krishna. So Krishna, can you take up a topic?
You want to choose your number, like take up a topic?
Sir, unfortunately, I don't have a PPT, but let me throw you a question. Festives are around this season. What is your take on whether all these festives unite us or it is just a mode of increasing consumerism?
I think all the festivals unites everyone. Because like they bring families, they bring communities, they bring everyone closer. So I think the festivals are the thing which brings all the people to under one umbrella. They celebrate, they share sweets, everything. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, sir, thank you. I think Toastmaster Nitya is back, so she will.
Yeah. So who will be willing to go next? I'm sorry, my connection got cut. In front of. Mansi ma'am, I just saw you raise your hand. You ready for a topic?
Yes, table topic master.
Yeah, please choose a number.
5.
5 is done, I guess.
10. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 is there. So which vegetable would you aspire to be? Like similar to which vegetable would you like to be in life? And give all fun answers. You don't really need to have a serious answer for that.
India is a very diverse country, right? Every city, every state has got their own favorite. I remember a few years back, I went abroad for the first time. And we went for Paris. Our visit was like, Paris for the first time. And everywhere I could see all breads. Oh my God. I was just asking my daughter, I said, when can I get something Indian food to eat? And they were literally searching for Indian restaurants whenever we go out. And it was very difficult for us to get Indian restaurant and to get the food which is favorite for me. When I came back from there, and the first
the next day when I cooked something of my favorite food, aha, I was so happy to have Indian food. And all of you might agree that we say, Anna he Purna Brahma. What does this food give us? It gives us something beyond what we imagine. Do we ever show gratitude when we have our food? It could be vegetable, it could be non-veg, it could be starters, anything. They give us something more than what we really think. Next time onwards, whenever you have any kind of food, just pray to it. It has the power to give something more than what we really know. So just pray for it. What do you want? And you just see that you get it. And to coming back to your question, which vegetable? I love all vegetables. They give us energy. They give us vitamin. They give us protein. Everything they give us. Of mixed vegetable, which gives the flavor of all the vegetables and make a delicious food. Back to you, table topic master. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mansi ma'am. That's a very wonderful take on vegetables. And you're very right about the fact that food is God. You know, we have to nourish it, and we need to have food for our soul. That's something even our scriptures say. So thank you. Who's willing to go next? I can't see raised hands. Can someone nominate, or can I call upon someone? Since I'm not seeing any raised hands, I'll go ahead and choose guests out of, in a very random manner. Is TM Arabia okay with taking a topic?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please choose a number. Hello? Can you hear me?
Whichever number is not is
Okay. I'll give a random number then. Just a second. Just a sec. Yeah. So you can take this. So if you could go back in time using a time machine, which era would you choose to go back to? But this is going to be specifically answered with respect to the food items in an era. For example, I'll just give you an example. You could choose anything that you want. So they say all these Malai kofta sort of dishes originated during the Mughal era. So like if you like something on those lines, you can choose the Mughal era or a very, very similar way. You're okay with this question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, if I could go back to an era, which means I really want to go back how we were 200 years back, because I was from Tamil Nadu. So we are peoples who use a lot of grains and all kind of grams, all kind of things which we use, because nowadays we are using a lot of rices, the white rice, which is not really healthy for us. But back in days we used to have the brown rice, right? And all kind of foods which is really good for health, because my grandma used to say that what food you're eating now, all you eat was the half baked foods. But when we were kids, in our times, like even they are not even eating healthy foods. There used to be times there is no potatoes, because we all learning about different paradox where it is really cultivated due to the party and famine was started hitting the villages and all these things. So we do not really used to have this kind of foods and all the stuff back then, because we used to eat healthy foods and all the kind because we are started trying out, like how someone said that when I go to Paris and all I see was a kind of breads, croissant and all these foods. But these are things which is not healthy for us. We could go back to sometimes to eat something very healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Arabia. That is an interesting answer. TM Vikas, sir, are you ready to take up a topic?
Yeah, Nitya.
Yes, sir.
Last number.
You're going to choose
Is it
the last
available?
number. No, that's done.
Second
You
last.
could choose if you're interested. So salad versus samosa, which one would you choose and why?
Salad versus samosa.
Yeah.
I'm in dilemma because on one side there is my favorite dish samosa, and other side the most healthiest thing is their salad. But I will go with my favorite one because food is the thing which makes you happy, which makes you enjoying the things, which all other things around you start looking beautiful if you have a food of your choice, the favorite food. I like samosa because samosa is the food which is filled with the stuffing, and stuffing varies from region to region. Recently, I had been to some the place in the Western India in Gujarat, and they were having a different type of samosa which were stuffed with the masala type thing, and I really enjoyed that. Then I had been to Tamil Nadu. There, I have the specific chicken samosa also. So I first time tasted that. So I found that samosa is just like a unity in a diversity because it unified different regions of India. You will find aloo samosa in the north, and then pea samosa, then this chicken meat samosa, and everything makes samosa unique. So that's why I love samosa, and that's my take on the topic. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very obvious response because samosa is what we all love. Who will go for salads when you have samosa, such delicious samosa in front of you? So that's a very interesting response. And the unity in diversity part is worth mentioning definitely because we all have different types of samosas we get to know about when we travel to other states. Thank you, sir. So we can take up one more topic. Is someone willing to volunteer and come forward, or I'll pick up someone randomly? Come on, people. Can I see any raised hands? Please raise your hand if you're interested. Or you can even type your name out on the chat box. Have I missed out anyone? Okay, I haven't.
Guess Senthil has raised.
I guess Sendil, yes. I just saw. Sorry. Just a minute. I'll share a topic with you. Just a second. Okay. As cool as a cucumber. This is a saying you would have heard. So would you be the same if you were a cucumber? Or you can
That's a nice
also
one.
take, in case interpretation is not easy, you can also choose to answer it in a different way where you can say, would you be able to remain as cool as a cucumber? You can choose to answer it either way.
Okay. Thank you
Please
so
go.
much. As cool as a cucumber. So think about a cucumber. Where does it come from? It comes from a plant which is getting exposed to the sunlight all the time. And as this cucumber grows, it is getting exposed to sunlight all the time. And once it is harvested, and it is... I'm sorry for that noise. There was a vehicle crossing by. So once it gets harvested and it is being consumed, it is considered as the coolest one for the person who is consuming it. Now think about it, like it's two different extreme things that's happening. Cucumber is taking all the heat. It's been exposed to heat all the time, but in turn, it is giving out chillness or coolness to the body who's consuming it. Now that's what fascinating me. You know, people taking all the bad things, even though bad things keeps coming to you, you are still giving out good to the people who are around you. Now that's a cucumber. That's how I see it. And yes, of course, cucumber may get peeled off, cucumber may get crushed, cucumber may become a juice. It doesn't matter. Cucumber may get even steamed. It can happen to cucumber, but cucumber still didn't lose its properties. It doesn't say like, okay, you're crushing me, you're steaming me, I'm going to do something bad to you. It's still giving the coolness and good things to whoever it is consuming it. So that's the cucumber, and that's the habit I think each one of us should carry with us in our life. Doesn't matter what comes to us, it's all about what we are giving back to the people around us and the society. Thank you so much, Tabletop Master.
Fabulous interpretation, sir. Thank you. I really liked how you had taken it forward. Thank you. So that's the end of our table topic session. I hope I successfully made all your mouths water. And I hope you're all going to spend some money on Swiggy or Zomato tomorrow ordering our favorite items. So thanks everyone. I had as much fun as you all did. Now back to the TMOD, TM Vinod.
One minute. Before we go, for the want of making certificate, I want table topic evaluator, because everyone has heard about us, but only if ma'am's evaluation is done, then I can launch the poll for making certificate. Gayatri ma'am, is it okay if you can go ahead with it? Yeah. So, Vinod, I'll come back to you in a minute. So I would like table topic evaluator to jump right into evaluation and help us with nuggets of what we can do better in table topics. That remember, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and thank you for your patience, TMOD. I really do appreciate this. Folks, we had 17 table topics, and most of them were in and around the food part of it. And I've already told my son to order something from Swiggy. One of the things was the idli and the vada and the sambar. That goes without saying. I didn't have the patience to go around cooking it. And then my son has said that he's going to order biryani. So somewhere I think there's a very nice platter of food that's going to be available, apart from some salad that I like, being a little health conscious. I'd like to go over every person, because there are 17 people who spoke, and I would like to mention everything about these 17 people. I would like a little bit of your time. Thank you so much, because it's important, because this involves a lot of listening, and I did enjoy thoroughly the way people were talking about, they were explaining. And there are some factors, some places, some areas where I would like to suggest towards the end how these table topics could be, the way we speak could be improved. Table topics cannot be improved, but the way we speak could be improved. This is just a suggestion. Now I'd like to speak about this towards the end. I'd like to start off with Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, who talked about the rasam rice, either with potato or with aplam, and he said he would like all. And he also talked about side dish, brinjal and beans and tofu. The best part about what he said was he started talking about the marinating and the way the thoughts elaborated, the way the thoughts progress. He talked about the actual recipe, parts of the recipe. He spoke about its importance during COVID time. And he was very descriptive. And that was the time when I really started getting hungry, because rasam is one of my favorite food items. Second was Toastmaster Satya, who spoke about being idli for a day, and then he started talking about his friend. And then I was thinking, where is this going? Then he said, idli and hunger. I would like to be idli and provide nourishment for the hunger. So therefore, he was able to relate the two very well. But that was towards the last. We were not sure where it was, but he beautifully ended it. Toastmaster Partha, well, from Bengal, obviously, it's a Rasgulla, folks. I mean, what else is going to be? But I had Kaju Katli and Motichur Laddu. The fresh Motichur Laddu is my favorite, but that's by the way. But I did like the way he was able to bring a third person. He was able to bring in his daughter. And that story, and very well done. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. The way he brought the story about the three items, and the daughter said, no, it is Rasgulla. And then he said, it's a Bengali, it's a world dish. Come on, it's Indian's dish. Who doesn't like Rasgulla? I do. But then my son would not be very happy if I have more than half, because I happen to go towards having 2 or 3, and that he doesn't want that. He wants the rest. But that's the Rasgulla. And the fourth person, our guest, Srini, I've always appreciated Srini from last time. He talked about Kerala. He started talking about the state, a state dish that he would like, he likes and why. And he spoke about his friends being from Kerala. And he started talking about the yella and something that's fried. I would have liked, Srini, next time that you speak about certain, certain dishes like erisheri or ela pradaman or chakka pradaman. Take a few names. Those, I believe, add, that brings life to your thoughts. And well, we were already hungry, Srini, and then I got even more. So thanks to you. But then the way you celebrate, because you spoke about celebration on food, I think that was something that stood out. So very well. I would like you to add a few, well, this is not necessarily the topic that's going to come the next time, but whenever it comes, if you are given a topic on food, take a few names. It makes a big difference. The fifth person was Toastmaster Alok. If you were an onion for a day, and I loved the way he said it. He said, onions add flavor to any food. This is it, and it gives you tears in the beginning, but then it ends with enjoyment. I love that statement. And then the way he ended, he said, celebrates life. I really like that. And I like the way you cogently took onion. He talked about the dishes, how onion sort of gets added to different dishes, and how you ended with celebrating life. It is absolutely how it should be. And I really did like that a lot. The sixth person was Toastmaster Ramya. Well, she went on a biryani binge. Her favorite food item is biryani, and she loves it with jeeraga samba. Folks, I noted all that down. And I need to learn that particular quick recipe. She says, I'm able to make it every single day. The way she started talking about her thoughts, that this is a dish that she was not very familiar with. But then when she started cooking it and making it, I think the family loved it. The way she was able to bring her thoughts one after the other, and the way she ended, I think that was really very nice. And definitely, I'm going to take your number, Ramya, from Swanalata, and contact you so that I can also make biryani at home. The seventh person was guest Nirmala, and she started talking about the best dish from her state. And well, needless to say, she went straight away into Rasgulla. And Swarnata, Toastmaster Swarnata Nitya was trying to remind her of Mishti Doi, but she said she didn't like it, but she was not very particularly fond. But the way she spoke about Rasgulla, the way she spoke about the dish, the way she sort of elaborated on the sweetness and the kind of feelings that it invokes, I think that was very well done. You could have added, now here I would like to add a little input for anyone who's speaking on this. You don't have to agree, or you don't have to be very truthful with what you think your favorite dish is. It could be anything. The audience will not know. How convincingly you're able to say it, that's what matters. I am not very familiar with the taste of Mishti Doi, but I wouldn't mind talking about it because Mishti is sweet and Dahi is curd. And I do like a lot of sugar in my yogurt. So I would have sort of made a little story. It just sort of adds a bit of innovation. And if you can add something from your house, like your grandmother liked it and your father didn't like it, those small stories add a lot of value. Therefore, when you speak, it's always good to have stories. And when you start talking about somebody from your family, it makes it even more personal. That's input I wanted to give. The next person was Toastmaster Rajeshwari, whether she liked momos. She said, I don't like momos. I didn't really like it because it was very cold, but I was wondering where she's going to take it. But then she built it around. She said that then afterwards, there's so many different kinds of momos, and she gave me a long list, but I've kept those momos for tomorrow's Swiggy order. And then she said, I didn't like it really very much when I didn't start to like it, but then now I don't mind having it. That's what she said. And Nitya, I really hate you for giving all this entire list. I'm getting more and more hungry. Well, really, the entire list was of food. And apart from the hatred that I have at this moment, not because of anything, it's just that I'm hungry, I would like to salute you for the kind of topics that you chose. Everyone was able to speak, and that's something that speaks volumes of the table topic master. Everyone speaks. Toastmaster Srividya, she should have been given her favorite food item. She went on a binge of biryani. She says morning, noon, and night, all kinds of biryani. She talked about veg, and she talked about not, and she, of course, she says she likes the vegetables. She talked about a lot of vegetables. The way you add descriptive words into your little extempore speech, I think that speaks volumes of the fact that you really do love it. The love for biryani came across very clearly. That's what Table Topics does. Our guest Shweta, one food item you don't mind having all your that's I think that was the third person with the biryani. She started talking about Hyderabadi dum biryani. Then now she says she loves talapakatti biryani. I mean, this was a biryani binge, folks, really. And the best part about talking about food with descriptive words is really, it brings water. It sort of brings saliva to your mouth. It makes it a mouth-watering experience to even hear those words. Today was a feast. Toastmaster Uma, well, she was not able to talk of croissant and she was not able to talk about macarons versus pastries, but she went very well in detail on Bisi Belabad. And I was never a very great admirer of Bisi Belabad, but I do like the fact that we are able to add a lot of vegetables in. and that makes it a very healthy dish. And when she started talking about it, when she started describing, I think I really did enjoy it. And our guest, Sendil, this is what Toastmaster for evaluation for table topics. This is exactly what an evaluator has to do. So this is a role that I'm just sharing with you. This is how it's done. This is not something that a lot of clubs do, especially with table topics evaluated, because evaluation itself takes time. Now, it's not as if I can just speak on the spot. It has to be noted down. And this is what next time any other club is organizing an evaluation series of your table topic, this is how a person should be evaluating. The next person that I would like to speak about will be our guest, Marudesh. He liked pista. Started talking about ice cream manufacturing unit with only one favor, and it was clearly like pista. But the way he was able to talk, the way he introduced it, that he went somewhere and there he tasted pista, that was the best flavor, and therefore he wants to get that sorted when he gets to have his own manufacturing unit. I think that way he was able to relate it very well. I really like that. And then our guest Krishna spoke about the connections between festivals and food. That was the time when Toastmaster Nitya had just got disconnected. But the way to, I would like to have a, please, I would like you to give a round of applause for our guest Krishna. Or if it is Toastmaster, but then he did exactly what he should have done. He was able to keep the meeting going, and he was able to share a few thoughts as to how important festivals and foods associated with those are. And he was just about to elaborate. Well, had he been given a little more chance, perhaps he could have elaborated, perhaps another time. The 14th person was Toastmaster Mansi, I'm so sorry, Toastmaster Mansi. And she was to speak on the vegetable that she would like to aspire, to be. She started talking about her visit to Paris, and I was wondering where she's going, because she talked a lot about how she visited and how she was hunting for food and all that. At the end, one message came across very clearly, that even if you do go abroad, wherever you go, you want to come back home to what you like to do, which is home cooked food. And in the end, the last one line was mixed vegetables. That was what she closed with. So that was something that you could have spoken earlier, and you could have spoken about how mixed vegetables can add so much flavor, and you could have elaborated on that. But the fact that your experience of hunting for Indian food, or hunting for the food that we like, I think that came across very clear. That is something that we have to appreciate. The 15th person was Toastmaster Arabia. If you could go back in time with the kind of food that you like, where would you like to go? She was not very specific about any timeline, but she did give a clear idea about health consciousness, and the kind of food options that people had earlier. Then she said, I think towards the end, one thing came up very clearly: healthy foods. Wherever you get healthy food, that's the place you should be. I think I like the way she took a different take. She did not go with the regular thing. I'd like to go to perhaps in the 14th century or the 15th century. She spoke a lot about health consciousness, and then she came across towards the end, she closed with the healthy food. That was a different take, and that is also a possibility. You don't have to give a yes or no statement. You can always add a lot of masala and come up with your own version. And that's what's the best thing about table topics. The second last person was the Toastmaster Vikas, salads versus samosas. Well, I like both. And he was quite clear about the samosas, and he was very clear in his thoughts. And I like the way he said unity in diversity with the masalas, the vegetables, and the chicken in the samosas. When your thoughts are clear and something is very close to your heart, that's when your words are quite clear. So that's the love for samosa came across very clearly, Toastmaster Vikas, and the way the thoughts flowed, they were all just one after the other, very clearly done. And the last person was our guest, Sendil. I like the way he started talking about cool as a cucumber. That was the last, and I have to appreciate this. The philosophical way he took the word cucumber and the way he elaborated on it, that whatever grievances that we may have in life, but when we give back something, we should give coolness. That we should give back something positive, as cool as a cucumber. I really like that a lot. Over here, I would like to give one tip for anyone who is embarking as a guest in another Toastmaster meeting regarding the table topic. 2 lines, whether it's a yes or no from your side regarding the topic, and then you can elaborate. The second thing is that you don't have to agree with whatever is the statement. You can go against it. That's perfectly fine. And in competitions, the one that goes against the grain is usually the winner. With that, I end it's a marathon evaluation of 17 people. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I know when you took up this role, no one else could have done the justice that you have done. And thank you that I have chosen the right person to give this role. Thank you very much for that. And it was so amazing that you noted down every detail of what the people have told. Thank you very much. Now I'll be launching the polls for the primary role players, secondary role players, and also all the table topics players. After that, Toastmaster Vinod, within 30 seconds, you can take over. Everyone, please vote for the players. Hope the poll is visible, right?
It's visible, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster of the day, you can carry forward. I will consolidate this.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonalata. People, you just have to remember, a few decades back, people do not have a lot of choice when it comes to, let's say, many things. When it comes to food or cars or phones, people did not have a lot of choices. They had one or two, or probably three at the most. But even when they had to try some new dishes, they might have just one or two restaurants in a particular area. But now, Toastmasters, you can walk through any particular street, in the streets of busy streets of Chennai, you will have at least 4 or 5 different cuisines offering different foods. You'll be like, oh, you'll be only choosing all those restaurants on a very happy day. But when you're sick, despair, and you want to eat something light, something enjoyable, you stick to your idlis and vadas anytime. People, trust your emotions, trust your heart. Idlis and vadas are not just food. It's an emotion for each and every people who's watching this Toastmasters show for the day. I'd like to thank each and everybody who gave an opportunity for me to explain why I love Idlis and vadas so much and the history behind it and the emotion that I attach to that since I grew up in Chennai. Thank you for this opportunity. I'd like to hand over the virtual dais back to our general evaluator, CM Sonalata. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Now, I would like to bring upon my tag team to give their report. Can I have the timer, Toastmaster Manikandan, to have his timer's report?
Sure. I think today is the perfect Christmas celebration to everyone. I felt I already had so many different dishes today. And thank you so much to all the speakers for that. On the timing, except Alok, Manasi, Rajeshwari, and Sweta, everyone finishes their speech within 2 minutes. So thank you again to everyone and advance Christmas wishes to over to generally.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Manikandan. Can I have the R counter, Arabia, Toastmaster Arabia?
Yeah. As we going on, I just wanted to start with TM Toastmaster Srini, who used 5 times, yeah 4 times, and I 2 times. And then I go with Toastmaster Vijay Kumar. He used 3 times, even he speaks so excellently. And Alok used is 3 times, very 4 times, and but 5 times might be 2 times. And going on to the President Ramya, and she used and 5 times. And going on to Toastmaster Nirmala, she used but 4 times or 9 times. Moving on to Rajeshwari, Toastmaster Rajeshwari, I'm sorry. She doesn't use much mistakes. She had very fluent. And going on to Srividya, Toastmaster Srividya, she used 2 times. And Toastmaster Shweta used 5 times, like 6 times. And moving on to Toastmaster Uma, he used like 5 times and 7 times. And moving on to Toastmaster Marutesh, he used 4 times. Toastmaster Mansi used and 4 times, 3 times. Toastmaster Vikas used 4 times. Thank you. Over to you, Jenny.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rabia. Now I would like to hear from the grammarian, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar sir.
Thank you. These are the following errors which I caught today. TM Ramya, you said we can learn each other. It should be we can learn from each other. And Toastmaster Satya, you said we see the world with the eyes of our feelings. I think you should rephrase that. Maybe you could have said we see the world through our eyes, which touches our feelings, because it's very difficult to understand what you're saying in this sentence. And Toastmaster Partha, you said, I was conversation with my daughter. No, I was in a conversation with my daughter. You left out the preposition. And Toastmaster Rajeshwari, you said, I like all foods. Preferably, you should say, I like all types of food or all kinds of food. And then that was Sweta, who said, is most loved food by everyone. Preferably, you should say, it is the most loved food. All right, it is the most loved food by everyone. Or everyone loves this food the most. Toastmaster Nitya, you made 2 pronunciation errors. You said cucumber. Actually, it is cucumber. Cucumber. That is the correct pronunciation. And you say resume. Resume means continue. It's a verb. It means continue. Resume is a noun. All right. So you say the food's resume, not the resume. And Toastmaster Marutesh, you say, I like very much that something, I couldn't catch the word, flavor. I like this flavor very much. It is sentence ordered error. And Toastmaster Mansi, you said, I remember a few years back. No, I remember a few years back. And food which was favorite for me. No, the food that is the favorite, the favorite food. Okay, my favorite food. That should be the correct sentence. And I love all vegetable. I love all kinds of vegetables, or I love all types of vegetables. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, for such an elaborate grammarian, and thank you for taking up the role at the last moment, impromptu. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to, we had such a wonderful table topics marathon. Thank you, all the members. Now we have our area director, Anusha, and so I would request every one of you to please kindly turn on your cameras so that we can have a small little snap with our area director. Anusha, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you very much. She has just
Hi everyone. Very good evening.
Yeah. Anusha, ma'am, you want
I'm
to
very
say
sorry I was
something?
not aware of the meeting. Otherwise, I would have joined at least from the start of the meeting. My apologies for this.
Thank you, Anusha, ma'am. I just noticed that I should take a pic with you in the joint meeting. So thank you very much. I just pinged her 5 minutes ago, and she was like, "I've just come from office, but I'll join." Thank you, thank you. Everyone, please, can you just switch on your video for just 1 minute?
Swarna, if you don't mind, even Madhu from our AD is joining. Maybe in a couple of minutes she'll be joining.
Yeah,
You can have guest feedback or something else.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
yes, sure. I'll go ahead. I'll just, because Anusha wanted to leave, so I just wanted to have.
Okay, then fine. Yeah.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Anusha ma'am. Before I go for the certificates, I would like to take few guest feedbacks. So, guest Krishna, can you just give your feedback? How was the meeting? Any feedback from your side?
The meeting was good, really. Yeah, the meeting was really good. It's a new kind of because I joined already Toastmasters like 2 months or like 2 months back. This is my first meeting with you guys. Like you are on a whole different level, especially the evaluator. She was rocking. I didn't expect such evaluation from you. That evaluator and from your side also, right? So really awesome performance. I should learn a lot from you guys only.
Thank you very much, sir. It's the basic agenda is that only when we combine, we learn from each other and grow together. Thank you very much, sir. Guest Srini, sir, can we have your feedback?
Sure, ma'am. I thoroughly enjoyed. I think last time also I said the same feedback that it was very engaging. So this time it was even further, right? Given the opportunity for everyone, and particularly Gayatri ma'am's feedback is really helpful. And Nitya did a fantastic job as well with the table topics. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. And please do keep visiting our club. It is always a joy to have you. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Guest Sendal, can we have a feedback from guest Sendal?
Sure. Hi. When I joined, I thought it's just a Speak Magic Club meeting, but I didn't even know that it is going to be a joint club meeting. And when I joined, it was again a surprise that it is another joint club with another club that they keep visiting on Sundays. So it was a pleasant surprise for me, like, attending both the club meetings at the same time. And one other thing that I really liked is, like, in spite of being a joint club meeting, we didn't have a prepared speech, but nobody really felt that as a drawback. It is driven in such a way with the table topics as a marathon. It is driven in such a way with so much of enthusiasm, and the theme was carried on with the table topics in such a nice manner. Nobody had really felt that, we had come to a joint meeting and there is no prepared speech and evaluation to learn from. So it didn't really happen there. And that evaluation that was given for all those 17 speeches, it is phenomenal. So I really enjoyed a lot and learned a lot from today's meeting as usual. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Can I have, is it Anand, sir? Any other, anyone wants to give any feedback from Toastmasters from both the clubs? Anyone has any feedback? Please go ahead. Okay, so I have the certificates ready. So can I have Rajeshwari ma'am, can you just share the screen? We'll go ahead with the results.
And meanwhile, our AD also here. So
okay,
we'll have a group photo once again.
Yeah, sure. Once the certificate is done,
once it is done, we'll have.
Thank you very much. We have today, since it was a table topic marathon, we thought we will do 5 best table topic speakers, not just one. So the first one goes to guest Srini. Congratulations, sir. Yeah, the next. The other one goes for the cucumber guest Sendal. Congratulations, sir. And of course, the table topic queens of our club had to take this. This goes to the Toastmaster Uma Nadraj. Congratulations, ma'am. It was really amazing take. And then the award again goes to guest Toastmaster. Sorry, it is Toastmaster Ramya of RRD Club. Congratulations, ma'am, for your topic. And of course, another topic goes to the Rasam Sadam and Potato, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar sir. Congratulations, sir. So these are the five, the best table topic speaker. And of course, there is no doubt in anyone's mind that the best primary role player, the table topic evaluation done by DTM Gayatri. So this award goes to DTM Gayatri. Congratulations, ma'am. And the best auxiliary player goes to our AHA counter, Toastmaster Arabia, for her excellent presentation, even at the beginning and the end, the way she explained how to use how we have used the clutch words and the things. So congratulations, Toastmaster Arabia. Thank you, Rajeshwari ma'am. I will add these certificates to the guest groups and all the groups so that it is passed to the players. Thank you very much. So I think we have area director of H1, if I am right. Yes. Madhu Priya. Ma'am, can you just come on video and share a few words with us? Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Hi, is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. First of all, thanks a lot for inviting me. Thanks a lot, Ramya, for giving me this opportunity to meet you all. Because RRD and SMTC, both these clubs are not new to me. Many a times I've come to SMTC, maybe 2 or 3 years back during COVID time. I've given a lot of speeches there through online. So SMTC and RRD are not new to me. And seeing you grow in numbers, it is really great for me. Because when I maybe 3 years back, when I came for SMTC, I know what was the strength of SMTC and now how great you people are doing. I know Michael, he's one of my closest friend, Hemant, one of my closest friends. They were previous president Anand or Toastmaster Anand of SMTC. So these three people were very close to me. And still we are in touch and we share so much about Toastmasters. So it's really, I'm feeling so great to be here. So all the best, guys. Keep rocking.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for that encouraging words. I would just ask everyone, we have area director Anusha also, just give me 1 minute. I'll add every one of you to the spotlight. I'm a little bit greedy, President, so that we can have the full shot. Just 1 second. Okay. Everyone, please switch on your videos and please come on video. We'll just have one quick snap, then I'm leaving you all. I'm not going to catch you all. Yeah. Thank you. One sec.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, Ramya and SMTC Club.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madhu, for coming. Yeah, thank you so much.
The pleasure is ours. So officially the meeting is closed and now the meeting is open for any feedbacks that you want to share with everyone. If not,
yes, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I have a few things to say. Whenever there's a meeting, if you can turn on your webcam, turn it on, because sometimes I couldn't catch who was talking. You see, because I think it's because of the internet connection. Sometimes I can't hear the voice properly, so I cannot do a proper listening and check your speech crutches and whatnot. And another thing, Swaran Lata, is there a meeting next week, Saturday? Because I think New Year's coming.
Probably we'll be having some. I have not yet decided. Let me check what is the attendance, and then we'll decide.
Okay.
As of now, we are on.
Yeah, I hope there will be a meeting. I enjoy it.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you, Toastmaster Ramya. Thank you for that coordination. It was wonderful. Thank you for reminding me that the area directors has to be there. I was totally off on that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was very nice that on Christmas Eve, because it's in holiday mode, right? It's tough to people to get in to invite to the meeting itself. But again, we had good number, and I could see good number of Toastmasters in your club as well. I really enjoyed the session. Hope all. So thank you, Toastmasters of Speak Magic and RRD Toastmasters Club.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending your Christmas Eve with us. With that, I leave you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We do have a next week meeting, so please do come and enjoy. Let's start a new year with a bang. Happy New Year, happy weekend, stay strong. Thank you.